In Tel Aviv, the day started in the way it finished the night before. Protesters shouting for a hostage deal and the resignation of Benjamin Netanyahu. The country's largest public sector union had called a rare general strike to bring the country to a halt.
If the general strike doesn't persuade the government to do a deal, then what?
Then what? Then there is going to be a civil revolution, like the Bastille.
As serious as that?
Yes.
We will not stop until they're all back home. We will not stop.
And what if this isn't enough to change their mind? What then?
We will do everything we can to get them back home.
There was the occasional moment of tension. We watched as a woman was bundled into a police van, briefly breaking free, her face full of anger.
The police are trying to keep Israel's roads open. This is the main junction, but the protesters keep coming back in and blocking it. And the police here have now lined up to try and push everybody back. But at the moment, they're losing the battle. And the protesters are successfully bringing the centre of Tel Aviv to a halt.
At the National Cemetery on Mount Herzl in Jerusalem, Hirsch Goldberg Polin was buried. With determined and tireless composure, his parents, John and Rachel, had become well-known faces as they campaigned around the world for his release. Hundreds gathered at the cemetery to help a mother and father say a final goodbye to a son they lost 332 days ago.
Hirsch, for all these months, I have been in such torment and worry about you for every single millisecond of every single day. We became absolutely certain that you were coming home to us alive. But it was not to be.
This evening, under growing pressure, Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the country, but gave no hint of changing course. He was defiant and uncompromising.
I know that if we leave, we probably won't be able to return for 47 years. We left and we couldn't return for 20 years. And after we sacrificed and fought, now we have them by their necks. We have caught them by their throats, and this could bring back the hostages.
As Netanyahu was speaking, Tel Aviv came alive with the noise of protest once again. They didn't hear from him what they wanted to hear, but they feel they have momentum now, perhaps for the first time in many months. Alistair Bunkle, Sky News in Tel Aviv.